Hello, beautiful soul. I just wanted to make a quick video on something that um, I feel like could help some people maybe going through this. So, this is basically about what the process is. You may hear people say, trust the process, let go and trust the process. This is sort of, we might ask ourselves, what is the process? And how do I become more aware of the process? And the process is basically referring to the process of healing that we all go through. Everybody goes through the process of healing, but not everybody is aware of that process. And as we start to expand our consciousness and expand our awareness, we can start to even watch the process unfold before our eyes and start to understand the flow of the process and how it's guiding us to open up and um, basically follow what we're here to do. So, as people start to wake up to this healing, it can at times be a bit overwhelming. And where we are called to trust is in the times where we feel disconnected, and the times where we feel like, we can ask ourselves, well, how is this healing if I'm, experiencing all of this suffering or experiencing all these negative things that seem negative? Um, but that is all a part of the process. So sometimes the universe likes to leave you in the dark, and so you can kind of find your way out. And in the end, you realize that you're always being guided. There is no such thing as being disconnected because you are always connected. You are always conscious. And once you start to walk that path and go down that journey, um, the things, the different landmarks start to become a lot more clear, and it's a lot easier to trust. But I know in the beginning that it can be very difficult and very it can seem like we have been put in a dark room. I had a meditation last night, and I wrote in my journal a quick little excerpt that said, the awakening experience can feel like a open heart surgery that you're completely aware of. I saw this story of this woman who had gone into an open heart surgery, and they put her down on anesthetics, but she was paralyzed and could feel all the pain throughout the entire thing, but was completely conscious of it. And that's sort of like what an awakening experience is like to an extent. Um, this process will take you through, and it'll make you aware of all of the pain that you have caused yourself, all of the suffering um, that we continue to put on ourselves, and the judgments that we have toward the world and toward ourselves. And all of these things just start to boil to the surface, and it can be quite overwhelming. And that's why you'll always hear trust the process, because once you start on that process and you start really opening up, it's almost like you have started a domino chain reaction, and there's no going back after that. And you just let go and trust what is happening and what the universe is telling you to do, and where the universe is guiding you to go. And um, tap into the intuitive mind, because you are so much more intuitive than what you would like to believe. Because maybe you've been misguided by feelings, but all these intuitions, all these things that you and it sometimes can feel like a higher uh, um, intervention that is calling you to let go of these things and to purge these things from your energy field, so that you can more freely and more smoothly get into a flow and understand the cycles of this process and come out on the other end more strong, more aware, more filled with love, more sensitive, and more clear than ever before. And so I would offer, if you are on this, if this resonates with you and you can kind of understand what I'm talking about, I encourage you to just let go and trust the process. Thank you. Also, I would like to quickly say, if anybody has anything they would like me to talk about, or any ideas or anything, I would really like for this space to be as much of something that I'm creating as it is something that you're creating. So I'm open to all ideas and all inspirations that you might have for where this things we could do in the future, or topics, or anything like that. I do ask that you DM me, or any sort, just get in contact with me and just let me know what you have, what ideas you might have. But other than that, thank you so much for